Hey guys, welcome to this video lecture series on the subject of polymer science and technology. I'm Harsh Panchal, Assistant Professor in Chemical Engineering Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Well, in a previous video, we have understand the addition polymerization process, in which we have seen there are three different types of addition polymerization process, as the free radical polymerization, ionic polymerization, and coordination polymerization, in which we have focused on the free radical polymerization as well. And we have seen what do we really mean by the word initiator. If you have missed that video, you can find it in the I button over here. Now, having said that, let's now start this addition polymerization in depth. Well, this addition polymerization process, specifically free radical polymerization, involves three steps. The first one is known as the initiation process, which is then followed by propagation process. And lastly, we have termination. In a previous video, we have understand the word of initiator. We have understand as initiator are the thermally unstable compound. So when application of heat or any form of energy, this compound called as initiator decomposes into the free radicals. Basically, these free radical are nothing but compound which has excess of electron, so that they can easily donate one electron or accept one electron and make a bond. So you can see on the screen, this initiation process is all about these initiators. Initiation is the basically first step in any polymerization process, and specifically in addition polymerization process. During initiation, an active center is being created on the initiator, or we called as the monomer. Well, basically this active center is responsible for the entire polymerization process, and we can generate polymer out of it. The free radical contain unpaired electron and it more likely to attack on any another molecule or the monomer. So as we have seen already that this free radical basically contain one free electron. This free electron is more likely to attack on any another substance that is nothing but your monomer, and it will readily make a pair with another monomer, and it will continue to do this, and we will have one long chain of polymer. So here in this image, you can see that I have tried to explain you what is the initiation process, in which you can see that this is what we have R. R is nothing but your free radical. As we are representing this free radical as R, and this dot shows the free electron on its outer periphery. So when this free radicals comes in a contact with monomer like this ethylene, here we have taken as a ethylene which has two double bond like this, these two carbon are being connected with the double bond in this manner. So whenever this free radical will attack this monomer, here you can see that this free radical is now attacking this monomer, it will form one bond. Here you can see that this product is basically now this. So this particular process is being called as the initiation process. Now you can see that this particular carbon has a 4 valency and it is satisfied with it. You can see that this carbon has made a one bond with this R, one bond with this hydrogen, one bond with this hydrogen, and it has made one bond with this carbon. So we can say that this first carbon is now satisfied. But if we focus on this second carbon, which has a 4 valency, but it is making bond with only 3 components. Here the first bond is with carbon, then the second bond is with hydrogen, and then third one is again with the hydrogen. But it is not making fourth bond. So we can say that it has now one free electron with it. So you can see that this free radical was initially containing this free electron, but now this free electron is transferred to the last atom or last carbon in the chain. So now this jump of this dot in the direction of this arrow basically shows that the shift of this free radical, or we call it the electron. So electron was initially at here on the R position, but after this particular reaction, this free electron is shifted from this R to the last atom on this polymer chain. Here you can see that. So this is what we call it the initiation process. Now let's understand this initiation process with one more example. So let's just first see its definition. What do we mean by initiation process? Let me just take a pen. Here, basically the sequence in which one free radical is attacked to monomer molecule. So we have seen that here you can see with this example that this is the free radical is basically attacking this particular monomer. So you can say that this is the monomer and here we have one free radical. So you can see that this monomer is connected with the double bond. This particular line is nothing but your sigma bond and this two dots shows the pi bond. Well, basically this pi bond is not actually bond, but it is the cloud of electrons. So if we apply sufficient amount of energy, this particular pi bond will easily break out and the free radical can easily make bond with it. So when we supply heat, this free radical will now linked with this particular monomer. As you can see that this particular free radical has now made this bond with this free radical. And you can see that this shift of electron as well. So this electron was here, but now after reaction, it is shifted to this last carbon atom. So we can say that this sequence in which one free radical attacks the monomer molecule. So now here it is attacked. Now next is add the monomer molecule to the itself, and while doing so it simultaneously transfer free radical site from itself to the next monomeric unit. So this is what we called as the initiation process, in which this free radical connect or join with the monomer and it again simultaneously transfer its free electron to the monomeric unit, like this you can see here. This entire process is named as the initiation process. Now with initiation process, the next step is the propagation step. So now let's understand what do we mean by the propagation step. So after the initiation, next step is your propagation step, in which the radical site from the first monomer is attacked by the double bond of the fresh monomer. So now what will happen is we have now prepared one monomer which was attacked by the free radical, and we have formed the structure which contain radical and monomer. But we have seen that the last component or last carbon of that monomer was having free electron. So now this first monomer will attacked to the second monomer and it will again transfer its free radical to the second monomer. Here you can see that in this image, this particular element is known as the ethane. This is what we have as the sigma bond, and this two is nothing but your pi bond. So when this free radical from first monomer will come in contact with the new fresh monomer, then it will attack this pi bond. It will try to break out this pi bond like this. You can see here in this image, now we have broken pi bond. And this pi bond will eliminate it from this side, and this free radical will make a pair in this way. And you can see that now this pi bond is completely eliminated here, and this free radical has made one bond with carbon atom. So by this way, we can say that the propagation step is nothing but your extension of your polymerization process or initiation process. Now let's just understand with one more example this propagation step. You can see that in this animation as well. Here we have initiation step in which this green monomer are initiating the process. Like this, you can see that they are combining with the free radical to form one free radical monomer. Like this. Here you can see that this green one. Now let me just show you this thing. This green one. Now they are connecting with another monomer in order to form polymer. This particular process is known as the propagation step. So propagation step is nothing but your extension of your initiation process. Now let's understand with one more example this process so that you can get more idea about it. You can see on the screen that we were having this particular component in the initiation process, in which our free radical was attacked by this monomer. And we have shifted our electron from R to this particular carbon, right? Now what happened next is new fresh monomer of ethylene molecule comes in a contact with this. So when this new monomer comes in a contact with this particular first monomer, then this monomer will again attack to this fresh electron, and it will shift its free radical from here to the again last carbon of this atom. So now you can see that this particular propagation step in which our free radical is now transferred from this intermediate carbon to the last carbon. And again, you can see that this carbon is not satisfied. It has basically three bonds, one bond in this direction, one bond in this direction, and one bond with this hydrogen. So it can easily make one more bond with another substance. So whenever new monomer or new fresh monomer will come in contact with this particular carbon, it will readily make one more bond and it will be satisfied. And again, it will transfer its free electron to the last component of that particular monomer. Now, it should be noted that the chain still contains free radical site at its end. So as you can see that this particular chain, you can see here, this particular chain is still containing free radical at the last atom, like this here. And therefore, it can attacked by another monomer and transfer radical to the new monomeric unit. So this is what do we mean by propagation step, in which the polymerization process or initiation process continue to follow, right? So we are continuously adding fresh monomer, which is again attacked by the previous monomer, and it is continuously transferring its free electron to the last carbon. So this kind of the process involves continuous attack on the fresh monomer molecule, which is done to keep successive addition of this growing chain one after another, is termed as propagation step. So basically propagation step is nothing but continuous attack on the fresh monomer by previous monomer and continuously shifting the free radical to the last component or last carbon of the molecular chain. So this is what do we mean by propagation step. Now there is one more step, that is last step, known as the termination process, but we will see that in the next video. So now let me just summarize these two processes, as these two processes are very important for the exam point of view. The first step in any polymerization process, or specifically free radical polymerization process that involves addition polymerization, is your initiation step, which is then followed by the propagation step, and lastly we will have termination. So in initiation, we take advantage of the initiator, which are basically thermally unstable compound. So on application of sufficient amount of energy, this initiator will decompose and they will produce the free radical. And basically this free radical is responsible for the entire polymerization process. And when this free radical comes in a contact with a fresh monomer, it attacks to the double bond, specifically on the pi bond, and try to make one more new bond. In order to do this, it will transfer its free electron from initiator, or what we call as a free radical, to the last component of the monomeric unit. So this entire process is known as the initiation process. After initiation process, propagation process comes in a picture, in which it further continue the initiation process, in which the free electron which was in the last component of the carbon atom, it is transferred to the next fresh monomer. So this fresh monomer is continuously attacked by the previous monomer, and it is continuously forming the chain which we called as the polymer. So this is what two step in the polymerization process. We will see the termination, in which we try to kill this propagation step. We will see you in the next video. Till then, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you.